have finally upgraded my MUT team. And for context of what my MUT team used to be, this was it. Defense looked like this right here. We had D. Slay, we had Calvin Johnson, corner. We had Julius Peppers, Cameron Sutton, Kirby Joseph, Bo Jackson, Mike Evans was my outside corner. And then we went on to offense. We had Taylor Decker, Will Hernandez, Graham Glasgow. We had Jameer Gibbs. My wide receivers were Tyreek Hill and Darius Hayward Bay. The team was not good. I'm going to show you exactly what the team is here after this game. We're in the second half of a Super Bowl event. So we'll talk about that here shortly as we throw a nice little laser. This game is 0-0 because it's been just, you can see right here, 6 for 10 with 2 interceptions. It's been really, really fun so far. I've had a great time with just the entire process. But yeah, after this game, we'll go into the lineup screen, talk about some stuff. But first, I got to talk about something with you guys, dude. Now, everyone does this. Everyone does this thing right here that I'm about to talk about. But God, we got to be better about this, man. And it goes to how, like, we act on the internet, because I swear to God, this is not how people act in real life. At least, not in my experience, man. On the internet, guys, unless you are an expert in something, in a specific field that is being talked about, everyone's an expert in something, but no one is an expert in everything, okay? And so, if you're not an expert in a specific field that is being talked about, when you give your opinion on that, you have to be aware that everyone's circumstance and everyone's specific situation is drastically different. You know, my football coach back in high school, he was a southern guy. He'd go, "You know what, Kenny?" I go, "Yes, old man Evans." He goes, "Man, there's always more than one way to skin the cat." And I go, "What the does that mean, dude? What does there's always one way to skin the fucking cat mean? What are you talking about?" And we were talking about that in relation to offensive line schematics, for lack of a better word. Good dot. But what I've realized is that in life, I'm 23 years old. You know, I'm not ridiculously old or wise. But in life, there's a million different ways to achieve the same goal. Now, sometimes there are more clear-cut things, right? There definitely are. But there's a million different ways to achieve that same goal. And it can change a ton based on someone's specific circumstance. Think about people who are millionaires. Do you think everybody who became a millionaire did the exact same thing? Not even close, right? Think about everybody who's fucking jacked. You think everybody who's jacked did the exact same thing? No. Now, if you narrow it down to a super micro level, sure. Everyone who got jacked probably lifted something heavy and probably ate protein or something. You know what I mean? Like, you can probably narrow it down like that. Dang. And same thing with anybody who's a millionaire just made more money year after year for a while or something like that, right? But when you get into the nitty and gritty of it, everyone's journey to that is ridiculously different. So when we're giving our opinions, what we need to be doing way better of a job of, unless you're an expert in a field, is giving your opinion and then saying, do your own research, saying this is based on my experiences, X, Y, and Z, right? Stuff like that, dude. Because you got so many people who are talking about things they don't really know anything about, and then giving matter-of-fact opinions. Like, this is fact, and nothing else can be true opinions. And while, like, in a video game, it can really not be, who cares, right? Who cares if someone's incorrect about something in a video game? The issue is that people are doing this on things that actually matter in life, such as, you know, food, eating, right? There's only one way to eat. You have to eat like this. You have to cook like this. Or even more importantly, people do it all the time with finances. People do it all the time at finance that this is the only way to do it. There's no other way than this right here to do it. And everyone's situation is drastically different. And so what I just ask you, when you're giving opinions online, give your opinion, hell yeah. But then say, I see how there could be other ways to do it. If you don't see how there could be other ways to do it, there's a good chance that you're actually probably wrong, right? Because I don't know almost anything in life where there's only one way to do it, unless you're looking at it from like a super zoomed out scale, right? How do you lose weight? You take in less calories than you eat. But how do you do that? I mean, you could just diet better. You could only add cardio, or you could just, you know, eat less or choose different foods. You get what I'm saying? That is so important. And so many people, I think, man, we have there's just a nice, that's fire. I hope he scores a touchdown and kicks the extra point and wins. But there's just a real issue of that stuff, man. And it is bad to see. It is bad to see. And I see a lot on my stuff, because I'll tweet out like stuff and ask for like opinions, and people will just drastically say this is the only way you can do it. Nice. And there's no other way to get stuff done. And it's so far from reality. And so, skirt. Oh, it's just so like skewed from reality. It's not reality, right? It's something to keep in mind, man. Um, it's something that I'm passionate about because again, I think a lot of people give out really dangerous advice when they're saying things that this is the only way. When in certain situations, and everyone's situation is kind of different paths would matter, and people would make much better and much more informed opinions if they actually, like considered other ways of doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like people would make such better decisions. Um, it's just a fact of the matter, man, and it's very frustrating to see. There's like a real like issue with that, and a big reason why a lot of content creators do it is because the best way to grow an audience, one of the best ways. I hate that this is a fact, but it is a fact. You could look like throughout history, and this is a fact. Is one of the best ways to grow an audience is saying straight up, this is right, this is wrong, right? Which is super bad. Like, you know what I mean? And again, like, is that true in certain circumstances? Yes. But like taking that as like your general approach to things, super dangerous and super bad. Um, and man, it's frustrating. It's the best way to get engagement, though. It definitely is. So that's why you see it. That's why it's so popular to say instead of like the least popular thing you can do is to say that there's numerous correct answers, right? That is the least popular thing you can do. It's much more beneficial and much better for you to say, yes, this exactly, and nothing else. Like nothing else is even an option. You're an idiot for thinking anything else. It's like, whoa, that is wrong. And we all do it, by the way. And the only time where in my opinion, where you're justified to do it is when you're an expert in a field. Madden, I'm an expert. I'm one of the best to ever play Madden. I've made tens of thousands of dollars from the game. I am a top 50 player every single year, regardless if I'm playing heavy comp or not. I just will be. But you should never take, and so if I will say things in Madden very matter of factly because I have tens of thousands of hours and tens of thousands of dollars to back up that, and just tons of proof to back up those statements. And even that you should somewhat question. But I'll say things more matter of factly about that. But like in other fields, I won't, right? When it comes to, I don't know, like the best way to cook, I cook steak every day. I don't know the best way. I have no idea. I don't know. I'll give you my opinion based on my thoughts, and like I'll try to say that, but it's bad, dude. It's a real issue nowadays. I swear, it's a big issue. It's why a lot of people argue online when a lot of times both people are kind of right. Tis what tis, man. Tis what tis. Pop this bad boy up. Now my team was really bad. Man, maybe a few days ago. I mean, literally yesterday, my team was terrible. We ripped an unfortunate amount of packs. I'd not recommend doing anybody else do it. But we ripped a lot of packs, played some Super Bowl events, stuff like that. And we have a decent team. So, the squadron's looking pretty solid. Thought we'd get through this game by now, to be honest with you guys. But he's fighting. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Get after it. Get after it, brother. Go turbo. No turbo? You're just gonna let the clock run? He don't even care about winning. I love that. Here we go. Nice. No. That is a hard flat. Do I have my flats set to anything? No, my flats are not set to anything. This guy's taking his fucking time, dude. Chewing me, like manually chewing the clock. Mine, thank you. GG's. GG's. I'm kneeling. I'm gonna pause. Hopefully he puts out. Boom. GG's. This was an insane game. Brother, quit the game, dude. The game is literally over. Bang. Oh, that's a touchdown. Is it? Oh, come on. All right, now to show you guys the little bit of an update. So this team is not complete, but it is getting closer to the best team in the game, especially when you compare it to, let's go back to what I was rocking the other day. This right here. Jameer Gibbs, Tyreek Hill, Taylor Decker, Sam Laporta. These dudes are terrible. Lawrence Taylor, Jordan Elliott, John Kaminsky was getting good playing time. We were not doing very well. So we're looking good right here. Really rocking a lot of knockout abilities, right? Deep out zone KO, mid zone, and flat zone KOs. A lot of people ask me, like, okay, so a big distinction with flat zone and mid zone is I would say if you find yourself hard flatting somebody consistently, right? Like a slot corner a lot, you definitely want flat zone on that guy. But mid zone does have a little bit bigger range. And I love mid zone on my safeties as well. So like here, we have Justin Simmons at one safety, and the Jair Brown is actually my other safety who doesn't have mid zone. We can't fit it, unfortunately, but I'm gonna upgrade to another player who can get it, and that just does a good job protecting the seams a good amount. And then at our left outside corner, we have Rashad Jones, who gets flat zone, mid zone, and deep out zone. That's kind of overkill, but you can do a lot of different things. Devontae in outside corner or I'm sorry, yeah, Devontae's also an outside corner. He gets mid zone and deep out zone KO, and I also have pick artist on him. Javarius Ward, he's a slot corner, so we have flat zone on him and pick artist. Cam Chancellor's a user. We have pick artist on him and mid zone. Fred Warner has lurk artist and mid zone, also a user. D line doesn't have anything. Offense pretty straightforward. Bo Jackson has gift wrapped, set feet lead, Howard Master, gunslinger, and then Tro Davis has evasive. I'm just trying that out. We have free AP right here and right here, but we are gonna have to upgrade the team a little bit more. A very funny thing is this team has I've not invested in my special teams yet. We will soon, but we have not done that yet. Um, but yeah, boys, that is about it right there, man.